Hello, everybody. You might be wondering why we're in the middle of a dialogue thing. I'm a little confused myself. So, I was messing around, between like recording and not recording. Because, I like to just start every time I open it with like housekeeping stuff, collecting my rewards and whatnot. And I went to the characters just to make sure everybody had equipped the best stuff, and I noticed that someone didn't, and so I equipped it, and I was like, oh, well, let me try this up-tie thing and maybe make it a little bit more powerful, right? And so I did that a couple times, and now we've suddenly jumped into some kind of exchange? I don't know what this is, so yeah, we'll just see what happens. The notes started with a simple inquiry. ArcCorp's architecture is strange. A Nest architecture usually bears some resemblance to those adjacent to it, but I can't identify any similarity between ArcCorp's building and its neighbors, J-Corp, S-Corp, and T-Corp. Rather, it is closer to W-Corp's designs than anything else. I searched the city and the library for answers, but no one seems to know why. I will write this journal to find the reason why. One thing's certain, there had to be an ArcCorp preceding the current wing. The child wondered what kind of singularity the old ArcCorp possessed and why they shut down. And by tracing its tracks, to find that I must get my hands on info about the old ArcCorp. She's sure that she'll find a lead on what she is seeking. As for what that may be, well, it's not the most enjoyable thing to discuss right now. Perhaps another time, if we find the chance to. On to the next location. For now, watching this child who dry swallows painkillers should be telling enough. Okay, there you go. Good start to the episode, everyone. And I got some lunacy for that. So apparently, okay, so she's maxed now. Oh my god. All right, that's pretty OP, I would say. Well, Ishmael has to become one of the team members now. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately just because it kind of throws off the dynamic that I've been building here, but so be it, I suppose. Let's go ahead and just buff her, I guess. Ugh. Kind of expensive. Whatever, I'm not using them for anything else. Okay. Welcome to the team, Ishmael. I wasn't expecting to be welcoming you today, but so be it. Okay, let us... Okay. Well, first of all, let me see if I can rewatch that here. Ishmael... No. Maybe. I have no idea what I'm doing. Mirror worlds. But apparently not the ones that I have. Okay, actually, yes, I have done one of these. So I can rewatch it here. Okay, cool. Okay, I was told that we missed something. We didn't watch Gregor's Ballad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to maybe hopefully be able to watch it again. But if not, it's done. I'm willing... Nah, I don't care. Okay. Just skip. You know what? If this doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I'm willing to try, though.
대묻자 해결사 됐어 관리 그건 내 탓이야 만난 지 뭐 기부를 연락이 왔어 그래 정작 뒤끝이 전장에서 첫 작전을 이쯤 해도 그렇죠.
Okay, all right, we're almost there.
벌레양 두 사람이다 그냥 결혼 부릉부릉
Okay, all right. This is it? Or are we not gonna be able to watch it? Okay, there we go. Everyone sit back and relax. All right, I'm sad that I missed that the first time, but it's okay because we went back and watched it, and thank you all for telling me that I missed it because that was worth the watch. Okay, now that that is out of the way, I think we can just jump into this. That's the wrong one. Okay, the casino, eh? Under the chill air, Virgilius introduces us to our upcoming destination. Where could the next Golden Bough be? All right, I'm excited. I'm ready. Ready to jump on in. The bus wasn't all that lively. I could hear Rhodia's occasional quips. Occasional quips or Heathcliff starting pointless quarrels with someone, probably Don Quixote or Sinclair. And Ryoshu's demanding a source of heat to light her cigarette, having run out of lighter fluid. Amidst the gripes and disorder, Gregor was pretty much the only sinner I could rely on willingly to turn the mood around. But now, he was one of the quietest. He was just staring out the window, seemingly lost in deep thought. One thing was for sure. If anyone were to blame for trashing the mood on the bus, it had to be Virgilius. The road to the Golden Bough was an awfully arduous one, putting us on the brink of death, and some past that, several times, not to mention the occasions when we almost ended up unemployed. Yet Virgilius refused to see from our perspective. Given the circumstances, it's only natural for our sinners to be palpably disgruntled. Tired of the silent treatment, Ishmael spoke up.
이제 다음 장소는 어디인지 정도는 말해줘야 되는 거 아닌가요?
couldn't you tell me where our next destination is now, at least?
실례했군.
Sorry about that.
너희에게 임무를 설명해줄 가치가 있을지 고민하던 참이었어.
I was wondering whether briefing the mission to you miscreants would be worth the effort.
나 서운해지려고 해. 기대에 못 미치는 자식일수록 더 품어야 된다는 거 몰라?
You're hurting me with your cold shoulder. Don't you know that kids falling behind need more love?
간곡히 부탁하건대 이번만큼은 망신을 시켜주지 않으면 좋겠어.
And let me plead you not to embarrass me this time.
오합지졸을 데리고 소풍 가는 교사로 보이고 싶진 않으니까.
I sure don't want to look like a teacher taking a bunch of grade schoolers out for a picnic.
특히 우리 로지온에겐 기대가 더욱 커. 이번엔 훌륭한 가이드가 되어줄 수도 있을 것 같으니까.
I have high hopes for you in particular, Rodian. You might just make a good guide for this tour.
응? 내가 대단하다는 건 알고 있지만 모르는 곳까지 가이드하기에는.
Huh? I know I'm a big deal, but I don't think I can be a guide for a place I don't know.
걱정 마. 익숙하다 못해 친숙한 곳일 테니.
No worries. We're headed to a location you should be more than familiar with.
돈에 잠길 수도 말라 죽을 수도 있는 환락의 둥지.
A nest of hedonism where you can drown in money or be drained of everything you have.
제이사다.
J-Corps. Great, even Rhodia has gone quiet now.
뭐 이참에 한탕 두둑하게 챙겨보는 것도 나쁘지 않겠지.
Well, I don't suppose it would, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad to win big while we're at it.
야, 도착하면 아무나 깨워라.
Boy, someone wake me up when we're there.
공교롭게도 이번엔 지부 앞까지 모셔다 두진 못하게 되었습니다, 손님.
Coincidentally, the bus will be unable to take you right to the branch building this time, dear passenger.
카론, 정차.
Karan, park it.
카론,
Karan?
정차가 뭐야?
What's park?
멈추란 뜻이다.
It means stop?
멈추는 건 빨간색. 카론이 맛없어하는 빨간색.
Stops are red. Red tastes bad to Karan. Grumbling, Karan hit the brakes without warning, sending most of the sinners flying face first into the seats ahead and flinging others off theirs. I was, of course, powerless against the inertia. A cacophony of complaints and shouts erupted. Although I didn't get to hear the sinners' ramblings in clear detail, I'm willing to bet a good half of them were profanities, so maybe I'm better off not knowing.
힘이 넘치는 건 좋군. 내려.
Good to see you all full of energy. Now out.
목적지까지는 한참 남았던데. 택시를 불러줄 건가요?
The destination still seemed rather far. Will you call a taxi for us?
파우스트 씨가 자세히 설명해 주겠지만 이번엔 지난번 임무와는 많은 차이가 있을 겁니다, 단테.
As Miss Faust will explain in great detail, this mission is going to be quite different from our last, Dante.
왜냐하면 이번엔 황금가지를 탈환해야 할 곳은
This is because the location of the Golden Bough
카지노의 지하니까.
is in the underground of a casino.
설마 저 골목 한가운데에 있는 번쩍번쩍한 건물들인가?
Do you mean to tell us that it's among the brightly lit buildings standing at the center of the street?
그래, 저것들 중 하나다.
That's right. It's one of those.
지난번 잠입했던 로보토미 지부는 오랫동안 방치된 곳이었죠.
The lobotomy branch facility we infiltrated last time was one that had been neglected for quite a while.
그럼 그게 특수한 경우였다는 뜻인가요?
So you mean that was the exception?
이렇게 보면 머리를 굴릴 줄 아는 직원이 없는 것도 아닌데 이전 작전은 왜 그렇게 무참하게 망쳤을까?
See, it's times like this that remind me our team doesn't necessarily lack critical thinkers. It really does make me wonder how you managed to blunder your previous mission even more.
황금가지는 많은 기술이 응축된 강력한 에너지원이다.
Golden Bough is a potential energy source, holding the essence of many technological marvels.
강한 에너지는 자연스럽게 돈과 사람들을 불러오고 순식간에 그 위에 문명이 생겨버리지.
Such founts of energy will attract flows of wealth and people, and in no time a whole civilization is built on top of it.
그렇기에 이후로 방문할 곳도 다른 집단들이 자리를 메우고 있을 가능성이 크죠.
Therefore, it is likely that future destinations will have been occupied by other factions and their structures.
또한 카지노 외에 온갖 곳들을 방문해야 한다는 뜻이기도 합니다.
Which, in turn, indicates that we should be prepared to visit a wide variety of venues in addition to the casino.
처음 임무는 비교적 쉬운 편이었다는 뜻이기도 하지. 멋들어지게 실패해버렸지만
It also means that your first mission was a relatively easy one, yet you somehow snatched a defeat from the wide-open maws of success. Does he usually hold on to grudges for that long?
모르지. 단테나 우리나 봤던 기간은 별반 차이가 없으니까.
Don't ask me. We haven't known him much longer than you have.
뭐라 그랬지? 림버스 컴퍼니에 입사한 걸 환영한다. 나는 안내자 베르길리우스라고 하지. 라면서?
What did he say again? Something like, "Welcome to Limbus Company. I'm your guide Virgilius," and all that.
방금 되게 잘 따라하지 않았어?
A pretty good impression, wasn't it?
그러고 보니 무게를 엄청 잡긴 했지. 입사하자마자 퇴직원을 내도 되는지 물어볼 뻔했다니까.
Got his authoritative tone down to a T, I'll give you that. I had to hold myself back from asking if I could resign right after joining. I get the feeling the rest of you thought the same.
무슨 소리요? 그것은 역사적인 날이었지. 특색 해결사 붉은 시선에
He is a color, I knew it.
정말이지 영광스러운.
Nonsense. 'Twas a day to go down in history. Beckoned by the Red Gaze himself. Truly, there is no honor greater than a color addressing your...
그래도 한 명 정도는 팬이 있었나 봐.
I guess he does have a fan after all.
그러게나 말이야.
True that. With their spirits lifted, Rhodia and Gregor began to chuckle.
말이 필요 이상으로 많군. 버스 안에서의 세 번째 규칙을 만들고 싶게 하진 않았으면 좋겠는데.
That's more talking than necessary. I really do not wish for there to be impetus behind a third rule for this bus ride.
아, 그 직원들끼리 상사 욕 좀 할 수 있지. 되게 째째하네.
Come on, give the employees some room to badmouth their boss. You're being totally petty.
다음엔 째째한 내가 듣지 못하는 곳에서 해줬으면 좋겠어.
Next time, do it at a earshot.
난 보기보다 상처를 잘 받거든.
I'm more fragile than I look, you see.
다들 이만 하차하지. 이번엔 부디 황금가지를 든 채로 만나게 되면 좋겠군.
Right, time to get up and at it. I sure hope you can come back with a golden bough in your hands this time.
이번에도 실패하면 어떻게 할 건데?
And if we bugger it twice?
혹시 모르지. 카론이 갑자기 개폐 버튼을 잊어버려서 문이 안 열리게 된다던가.
Who knows? Karin might suddenly forget what button to press to open the door for you.
버튼 빨간색. 맛없는 색이야.
Button red. Yucky color.
이거 순 미친놈.
You're one daft bloke.
네,
네모.
I'm sorry, what'd she say?
네, 뭐
Okay, I have no idea. And that means?
내리자 머저리들 이란 뜻이다.
Shorthand for useless idiotic travelers. Go and abscond now. Heathcliff glared at Ryushu. Insults were welling up in his throat, only to expel a loud sigh. He resigned uncharacteristically, as if he came to the realization that killing her wouldn't solve anything. Okay. Alright, I think it's time to kick some ass. I hope it's time. Just kidding. Mouse explains what to do for this mission. As our first step, we should visit a certain pawn shop. Okay. Well, I guess let's hop to it. Eep. Okay, Gregor?
그래, 태워보지 뭐.
준비되었어요.
Yeah, that looks alright to me.
파우스트, 전투 시작합니다.
Sorry, Gregor, but I just spent a lot of resources, so... Allow me to give a rundown of the plan.
황금가지에 도달하기 위해서 최우선이 되어야 할 건 전원 카지노 무사 잠입입니다.
Our primary objective is to infiltrate the casino unsuspected. It will be critical for the successful recovery of the Golden Bough.
저희가 알아낸 정보에 의하면 입구는 총 3개가 존재해요.
According to the information we've acquired, the casino has 3 entrances.
일반 손님들이 출입하는 문과 VIP들만 이용 가능한 전용 통로, 마지막으로는 직원들이 이용하는 뒷문.
one for ordinary visitors, one reserved for VIPs, and lastly the back door used for employees.
저희는 각 입구에 한 조씩. 4명은 카지노 딜러, 4명은 일반 손님, 4명은 VIP 손님으로 위장한 후 흩어져서 출입을 할 겁니다.
We'll split into 3 groups of 4 sinners to cover each entrance. 4 of us will disguise as croupier. I don't know if that's how you say that, but fuck it. 4 will pose as guests, and 4 will play the role of VIPs.
확실히 집단으로 다닐수록 눈에 띄지.
Working in smaller groups will certainly draw less attention.
무리 짓는 것보단 흩어지는 것이 적당하오.
It is wiser to divide rather than unite.
누가 어떤 역할을 맡을지는 나눠드린 봉투를 열어서 확인하세요.
Open the envelopes I gave out to confirm the role you've been assigned.
그리고 이번 작전에서마저도 황금가지 탈환에 실패할 경우
Also, the higher-ups expressed concern over our performance.
앞으로의 계획에 큰 차질이 생길 거라는 윗선의 우려가 있었어요.
They stressed that the company's future plans hinge on whether we can retrieve the Golden Bough through this operation.
그래서 이번엔 합동 작전으로 갑니다.
Therefore, we will collaborate on a joint operation. Joint operation?
보다 전문적이고 노련한 이들로 이루어진 림버스 컴퍼니 특수부대.
Our partner is a special forces unit containing professionals and veterans.
지금은 LCC, 클리어 부서라고 불리던가요? 잠입 작전에서만큼은 저희보다 우수하다고 말할 수 있을 겁니다.
I believe they are now monikered the LCC, short for the Limbus Company Clearance Department. Rest assured that they are our betters, at least in espionage operations.
이미 이 정도로도 충분히 많다고 생각하는데요.
I thought 12 people was already a crowd.
숫자가 중요한 게 아니라는 사실을 드디어 깨달았나 봐.
Guess someone finally realized that more isn't always merrier.
우와, 다른 부서를 보는 건 처음이네요. 어디 계시나요?
Wowzer, I haven't met staff from other teams before. Just where could they be? Honglu looked around, expecting Faust to bring them forward for introductions any second. Needless to say, no one showed up like he expected.
우린 전당포로 갑니다.
We'll be heading to the pawn shop.
요새도 그런 가게들이 있나?
Is pawning still a thing these days?
이곳은 전당포의 거리라고도 불릴 만큼 대부분의 가게가 전당포를 겸하고 있어요.
We're in the so-called pawnbrokers avenue. Most businesses double as pawn shops here.
저 가게가 합류 지점이에요. 들어가죠.
That place is our rendezvous. Let's head inside. Okay. Well, we have a fight, so clearly someone is going to jump us, and I'm interested to see how that turns out. Ah, a bunch of street rats, eh? Well, I got bad news for you guys.
로자, 교전 시작.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sure. Sure.
처리할 시간이야 뭐.
I don't think it's really gonna matter. They're all gonna die.
소란이 줄었네요.
Okay, team, you got this. Okay, go for it.
로자, 교전 시작. 목표 일시 무력화.
정신을 눌러 터졌군요.
Jesus Christ. Ishmael has just killed like every time Ishmael goes against someone, they just die. That's it. That's the end of the line.
목표 완전 무력화.
약점은 파악했어.
Nice work, team. Nice work. Oh, excuse me. What the fuck are you doing? I don't know what that was, but you just almost killed your own teammate. Yeah, we're gonna need to take a look at that in a minute. Okay, that threw me off a little bit. I would love to be able to leave and no. Stop talking. I would love to leave and see what just happened, but that ain't gonna happen. Ain't you too many visitors at once? This shop's cramped as is. Y'all prefer your luck of the draw from trumps or mahjong? As we enter the shop, we are met with the gruff greeting of an old pawnbroker.
저게 뭐라는 거냐?
What's that blight on about?
저만 제2사 안내 책자 읽어온 거예요? 베르길리우스 씨가 떠나기 전에 한 번씩 읽어보라고 했잖아요.
Am I the only one here who read up on Nest J? Virgilius gave us a pamphlet to peruse before we left.
뭐 표지 정도는 봤던 것 같기도 하고.
Oh, well, I think I remember glancing at the cover.
이곳에서는 그날 하루의 운에 따라서 받을 수 있는 지불금도 달라져요.
Here, you'll get loaned different amounts depending on your fortune for the day.
대복이면 값을 더 치러주겠지만 흉에 가까워질수록 본전도 못 건지게 되는 거죠.
If you draw a great boon, you get extra cash, while misfortune means far less than what the pawn is worth.
아, 그러고 보니 우리 집은 아예 점을 보는 사람들을 정식으로 고용하기도 했어요.
Ah, that reminds me. Our family had hired dedicated fortune tellers.
집을 나오기 직전에 봤던 점에 대복을 뽑았는데 이렇게 다 같이 만날 운명을 암시한 거였나 봐요.
They drew a greater boon for me in the divination they performed before I left. That must have been a sign that I would join all of you wonderful people on our journey.
와, 유복한 집에서 신선 노름이나 해왔던 게 당신의 운명이라니. 저도 다음에는 그런 운명으로 태어나길 기도해야겠네요.
Wow, really? So indulging in lofty leisure on your grand estate was your fated life. Maybe I should pray that I'm born that rich if there's a next time.
난 사양이야. 저런 놈들이 알고 보면 더 더럽게 노는 법이거든.
Oh yeah, it's this guy. I'm good. It's well off folks like him that I don't know what's happening. They tend to play dirty. Fuck it.
그럴 수도 있겠네요. 저도 어렸을 때부터 제 동생하고는 같이 놀기 싫었던 것 같아요. 맨날 반칙을 쓰면서 심술을 부렸거든요.
You might be right. I didn't like to get along with my youngest sibling in childhood. Always trying to treat and grouch if things didn't go as desired.
아니 내가 말한 건 그런 뜻이 아니고.
Well, that's not what I was getting at.
다들 점 볼 거야 말 거야.
So you want to get your fortune or not?
그런데 시방 저당 잡을 걸 가지고 있긴 한 거요? 다들 행색이.
Forget about that. Do you people even have anything to pawn? I'm not seeing any wealth on you. The pawnbroker glanced over each sinner with a dubious look on his eyes until his eyes landed on me.
저 시계머리는 값이 되긴 하겠군.
Oh, that clock head might be worth a good sum.
얼마로 예상하는데, 영감?
How much do you think they sell for, old pal? Rhodia, I'm not for sale.
연락 받으셨을지 모르겠지만 저희는 림버스 컴퍼니 소속으로.
As you were likely contacted in advance, we are from Limbus Company and... Unfortunately, neither the sinners nor the pawnbroker are paying any attention to Faust's words.
아, 이 손수건은 집 나올 때 가져왔던 건데요.
Oh, I did bring this handkerchief with me when I left home.
오, 비단에 용자수를 놓았군. 바늘땀이 꼼꼼한 게 이 정도면 700만 안?
Oh, a dragon embroidered on silk. That's some meticulous needlework, which might net, let's see, 7 million on?
그깟 천조각이 그렇게 비싸다고? 눈이 썩어버린 거 아니야 영감?
A crummy piece of cloth is worth that much. Have your eyes rotted out, old geezer?
뭐? 이런 고급품을 못 알아봐. 아휴, 그런 고물 반지나 끼고 있으니.
Oh, you don't recognize the value of this quality? Now I see. You're wearing a shabby ring like it's true treasure. Tisk tisk.
뭐라고 했냐?
What did you just say?
아우, 시끄러. 단테, 얘네 좀 조용히 시켜줘.
Jeez, cut it out. Dante, please shut them up.
걱정했잖아요, 파우스트.
You had us worried, Faust. This has gotta be the others. Amidst the chaos, a most gentle voice softly landed on my ears.
보기로 한 시간은 4시였는데 15분이나 지나버려서 당신이 시계 보는 법을 까먹었을 리는 없을 테고요. 그렇죠?
We wanted to meet each other at 4, but 15 minutes had passed already. Surely you couldn't have forgotten how to read a clock, right?
네. 버스를 운전한 건 제가 아니니까요.
Certainly not. There was little I could do to alter the driver of the bus.
아하, 그래서 이런 시계 인간까지 데리고 다니는 거야? 알람 기능까진 없었나 보네.
Aha, so you're taking a clock person with you to help this time. I suppose they didn't come with an alarm. The gentle voice was soon followed by one that didn't even attempt to hide their disdain. Come on, that's a little harsh. Let's try to leave better first impressions. I know my voice won't be heard by anyone other than the sinners, but I still can't help but get upset at rude remarks.
너야? 이번에 황금가지 탈환 작전 말아먹은 애들.
Oh, so it was you. You guys are the team that botched the Golden Bough retrieval last time.
도시에서 손꼽힌다는 천재가 속한 팀이라길래 주위에서 기대가 많았는데.
Folks had high expectations for your team. What with some of the smartest people in the city being on it.
어쩐지 파우스트 씨 표정이 계속 안 좋아 보이던데.
No wonder. Miss Faust wasn't looking very pleased.
제 표정은 항상 동일했어요.
My face has remained constant.
야, 넌 왜 가만히 있어? 얘도 나름 두뇌파야. 무시하지 말라고.
What are you standing around for? Go on now, this fellow here is also the brainy sort. Don't brush him off. Heathcliff gave Yusong a sideways glance, but what he got in response was lukewarm.
그저 무의미한 자랑이기 때문이요.
I shall not, as that would be a hollow vaunt.
너 지하에서만 해도 말 많지 않았냐? 왜 갑자기 또 이상해진 거야?
Bet you were a lot more talkative down in that basement. Who are you and what did you do with Yusong?
본인은 본래부터 이상이었소만.
I am and have always been whom I match in the mirror.
됐다.
You... forget it.
첫 번째 임무는 애초에 실패를 염두에 둔 계획이었어요.
Our first mission was devised with failure in mind.
각자의 잠재력을 확인하는 시간이 필요했으니까.
We needed an opportunity to see what potential our sinners held.
그랬던 거였어?
Wait, it was?
처음부터 목표가 실패인 작전이라니. 작전이라고 부르기도 못하군.
A plan whose purpose is to fail? That could hardly qualify as a proposal.
베르길리우스님은 어디 갔죠? 전 그분 얼굴이라도 뵐 수 있을까 싶어서 작전에 합류하겠다고 한 건데요.
By the way, where is Virgilius? I agreed to assist with the operation mainly for a chance to get to see him.
그분도 쪽팔렸겠지. 이런 애들이랑 같이 다닌다고 생각해봐.
He must have been embarrassed. Imagine accompanying people like these.
그 자식, 일부러 멀찌감치 내려준 거였나? 우리가 쪽팔려서?
Is that why he dropped us away? That dropped us off so far away from the place? Because he was ashamed of us?
왜 비하 발언에는 반박을 아무도 안 하는 건데요?
Doesn't anyone have a thing to say about us being belittled?
그리고 자기소개라도 해야 잘난 척이든 허세든 의미 있어진다는 거 몰라요?
And won't all the boasting and bluffing not do much if we don't introduce ourselves first?
이번에 합동 작전을 하게 될 분들이에요. 림버스 컴퍼니 클리어 부서 ACC에서 오셨습니다.
These two will be our cooperators for this mission. They're from the Limbus Company Clearance Department, also known as the LCC.
비포 팀까지 붙여주시죠. 전 소드고 이 사람은 에피랍니다.
The before team of clearance, please. I'm Sod, and this here is Effie.
뭐 우리가 박수라도 쳐줘야 되는 거.
What, are we supposed to clap or?
우와, 반가워요.
Wonderful, it's a pleasure. Hong Lu was the only person on the team welcoming them with total sincerity. He almost even gave them a standing ovation. A good half of the rest stared at the two with cold eyes, and the others wary until introductions were finished. Alright. Love these people, hope they die. If Yuri gets to die, these people have to die. That's just how it be.
너무 강하게 방출되었어요.
Nice, leveled up, cool, great. Okay, I think we have time for one more. A flawless plan. Love the sound of that. Our team will join hands with the duo for the clearance department. The sinners cast skeptical against their competence and comportment. Okay. Yeah, we definitely got it going. We'll be fine.
자, 이번 작전은요. 저희가 숟가락으로 떠먹여 줄 테니까.
Every single picture that Don Quixote is in, I love. I love it. The expressions every time they kill me. Now, for this mission, we'll basically spoon feed you everything. All you have to do is open wide and chew up your simple tasks.
여기 봉투에 든 문서들 확인하시고 거기에
I can't wait to see this go well.
그대로만 하면 돼요.
Check the documents in this envelope and do precisely what the papers say. The way Sod dragged out that bell needled me a bit, but I decided not to argue. Even if I did, the ticking of a clock would be all she heard.
뭐야? 말로는 공조라면서 함께할 생각은 전혀 없고 그냥 뒷공문이나 쫓아오라는 소리군.
Not a lot of joining together at all in this joint operation, is there? You're just telling us to follow from behind.
자존심 상하네. 이것들이 누구를 모지리로 알아?
This is insulting. Are they taking us for lovers or what?
관리자님, 이거 그대로 두고 봐.
Look, manager, we gotta put our foot down and
되겠네?
do as they say, I guess.
얘네들이
What?
준 문서요. 완벽해요.
The documents they gave us, they're flawless.
이것 봐요. 동선까지 전부 들어있어요. 이렇게 깔끔하고 체계적으로 쓰여 있는 문서는 정말 오랜만에 보는데요.
Look at this. It has routes drawn out and everything. It's been ages since I saw a plan this clear and meticulous. I can't wait for this to fail.
제대로 된 작전 계획을 써봤던 티가 나는군.
Surely. This is certainly indicative of their knowledge in writing up proper plans of operation.
물론 관리자님의 계획성에 비하면 발끝에도 못 미치지만.
That isn't to say it holds a candle to the level of forethought you display, manager. Convinced by Ishmael's commendation, I opened the envelope and carefully read the rundown of the operation. The goal could be summarized as the following. Reach the top floor of the casino. The main reason behind organizing this plan was the first place prize for the table game to be held today. According to the papers, winning the competition held on the top floor of the casino is the only way to gain access to the area with the Golden Bough. 4 syndicates that jointly bid on the casino will be playing in this game of chance. Of the 4, we will be using the name of the infamous Ting Ting Gang?
이름이 조직의 성격까지 대변해주진 않아요. 얕은 편견일 뿐이죠.
A name doesn't necessarily reflect the nature of an organization. That's a shallow prejudice.
편견이라는 색깔 안경을 구태여 끼우는 것은 이상적이지 아니하오.
It is unideal for one to choose to see things through the tinted lens that is bias. Right. Back to the plan. We'll disguise as the boss of the Ting Ting Gang and win the game of chance. Afterwards, we have to go through the underground floors where the Golden Bough lies. Leading up to the game, we'll use the items and clothing we can find in the pawn shops to disguise as our given roles. Enter the casino and wait for the team on the top floor to win the game. That's about it for the outline of this plan, I think. Hey, wait a second. Won't this entire thing fall apart if our player doesn't win?
혹시나 할 때를 대비해서 위조 신분증까지 준비해 놨답니다. 카지노에서 불시에 신분 검사를 할 수도 있으니까.
We've prepared fake identification as well. It's just in case the casino runs security. It's just in case casino security runs random inspection on visitors.
다 좋은데 꼭대기층의 갬블에서는 어떻게 이길 작전이야?
Alright, that's all fine and dandy, but how do you plan to win once you're at the top floor?
우리의 복장을 보면 감이 잡히지 않아?
What do you think our outfits are for?
카지노 딜러로 자연스럽게 섞이기 위해 몇 개월을 연습했지.
We practiced for months to pass off as bona fide croupier.
알아서 좋은
I don't know.
돈을
It might be
눈만
croupiers,
멀쩡히
but
달려 있으면
I have no fucking idea.
이기는 건 걱정할 필요도 없지.
We'll give you a good luck. The game is in your bag. All you need is a pair of functioning eyes. Effie mumbled the last part to himself again while casting a sidelong scowl at our group. He's making it painfully obvious that he has no faith in us.
콩콩이 파트목으로는 어떻게 위장할 건데?
And how are we going to take the place of the Tin Ten Gang's boss?
카지노에서 제공되는 식사에 수면제를 섞을 거예요. 주방장이랑도 이미 얘기가 끝났답니다.
We'll put sedatives in the food served at the casino. We've already finished negotiating the details with the head chef.
수면제.
Sedatives. Sod and Effie winked at each other. It was a gesture demonstrating the two were ideal partners, able to tell each other's thoughts from exchanging glances.
사장님, 지낼 때 여기서부터 저기까지 물건들 좀 보고 있을게요.
Hey, dear pawnbroker, we'll be taking a look at the goods on showcase from here to there.
네? 아이고, 예, 그러면요. 찬찬히 둘러보세요.
Eh? Oh, no, yeah, sure, of course. Please take your time, ma'am. The pawnbroker's attitude took a sharp turn from disdainful to kowtowing. I've not seen that
다들
word before.
진열장에서 알맞은 물건을 가져가죠.
Now then, let's take what we need from the display.
우와, 이거 구프샤 디자이너가 제작했던 브로치죠?
Oh my, this is a Gupta designer brooch, isn't it?
야, 이걸 알아보시는 분이 계실 줄이야. 저희 전당포의 대들 보입죠. 10개밖에 제작이 안 되어서 아마 부르는 게 값이.
Oh, what discerning eyes you have there, sir. This view is the mainstay of our shop's catalog. Only 10 of those were ever made, so it's it's positively
저희 집 강아지가 산책할 때마다 끼고 다니는 목줄 장식이었어요. 아, 다시 보니까 너무 반갑네요.
My dog used to have one of these on its collar whenever we took it out for walkies. It's so nice to see something that brings back such pleasant memories.
나는 이 소가죽으로 만든 장갑이 탐나는데 이걸 샀던 녀석은 아마 패션 센스가 남달랐을 것 같아.
I'm down for these cowhide gloves. Whoever had them must have been a fashionista.
봉투에 적혀 있는 대로 가져가세요. 각자 맡은 역할이 있답니다.
Please take items that suit what's written in the envelopes. You have roles to play.
이보시오. 내 봉투에는
Oh,
청소부라고 써져 있는데 뭔가 착오가 있는 것 같소만?
Pardon, but the envelope I have received says janitor. This must be an error of some sort.
좋아, 다 좋은데 돈은 어떻게 지불할 작정이야?
Okay, it's good and all, but do you have money to pay for all this?
격 떨어지게 예산 걱정을 왜 하는 거야? 이 블랙 카드로는 못 긁는 게 없어.
Worrying about spending? Who do you think we are, some low-rank hirelings? There's nothing I can't afford using this black card.
단테, 어떻게 된 거야? 툭불 고기는 예산 딸려서 못 먹는다며.
Dante, what's this about? You told me we can't have prime beef because we don't have the budget.
수준 이상의 성과를 보이는 부서에겐 회사에서 한도 없는 카드를 준다는 소문이 사실이었군요.
So the rumors were true, that teams with notable performance are given a company card with no spending limit. While everyone was shocked by the proven existence of the fabled black card, a loud voice came from outside.
어이 할배, 오늘까지 자리세 내야 한다는 거 나만 아는
Rustic
사실이었어?
sounding ting-tanger. Oi, Doddard! Didn't I say your payment was due today? Someone who clearly belonged to a vicious syndicate entered the pawn shop.
한 번만 봐주십시오. 다음에는 꼭 납부하겠습니다.
Oh, please, please give me one more chance. I swear I'll have the money ready.
한 번? 할배, 덧셈도 못해? 지난번에도 똑같이 말했잖아. 내가 놓친 내 숫자 공부 봐주느라 형님한테 깨져야겠어.
One more. Can't you do basic math? You said the same thing last time. Boss won't like me wasting precious time teaching you kindergarten, you hear?
저같이 힘없고 몸도 성치 않은 노인네한테 뽑아먹을 게 무엇이 있다고.
I'm just a frail old man standing on doddery feet. There's nothing really that you'll get out of shaking me down. Pleading with an overtly loud voice, the pawnbroker looked at us. Well, sorry. Good luck with that.
화내봐, 화내. 그래야 나도 죄책감이란 게 줄어들 것 같으니까.
Hey, you're talking back now. Yeah, go on then. Get mad. I won't feel so guilty that way. In a way, he looked like he was covertly begging us to help him based on his expression. The sinner's attention was naturally drawn to the ongoing row.
거기 뭘 봐? 구경 났냐?
What are you looking at? You think I'm playing?
와, 진짜 전형적인 대사라서 대꾸하고 싶지도 않았어요. 좀 더 창의적인 시비를 걸 순 없는 걸까요?
Gee, that was so stereotypical, I didn't even get an urge to reply. Can't people be more creative about throwing taunts?
저희가 도와줘야 하는 거
Shouldn't we
아닐까요?
help out, maybe? Unlike Ishmael, who scoffed at the goons, and Claire anxiously glanced over.
어쩔 수 없답니다. 뒷골목은 뒷골목 나름대로의 규율이 존재하고 그것들이 얼기설기 엮여서 돌아가는 구조니까요.
We have no choice. The back streets have their own rules and order. We aren't the ones to disturb that complex web of the society.
우리 같은 외지인들이 어설프게 개입을 하면 눈에만 띌 뿐이에요.
Outsiders like us will only cause a bigger scene if we try to step in. Pleased by the sinners choosing to stay away, the goon continued with the extortion.
돈이 없으면 그거를 내놓으면 되잖아. 몇 번이나 말했는데.
If you ain't got money, why don't you pay your dues in that instead? We keep telling you.
그것만은 안 됩니다. 제발.
Anything but that, please. Is it really okay to leave him be?
영 보기 그러시면 제가 나설까요, 관리자님?
Shall I settle the disputes for them so it doesn't bother you, manager?
그런데 그거라는 게 뭐지?
What does that toughster mean by that anyway?
이곳엔 돈보다 더 가치 있는 재화가 존재해요.
Currency more valuable than money exists in this district.
제2사의 특이점은 무엇이든 잠글 수 있는 강력한 보안 기술이죠.
It's well known that Jacob's Singularity is a powerful security technology capable of locking anything.
하지만 그런 보안 기술이 생겨난 데에는 제2사 뒷골목에 오래된 문화와 역사를 바탕으로 하고 있어요.
What is less known, however, is the extensive cultural and historical background of the back streets of Nesje that led to the Singularity's creation.
역사? 너 지금 그걸 여기서 설명하겠다는 말이야? 난 입사 조건에 공부까지 있는 줄 몰랐다고.
History? Are you seriously about to lecture us here and now? I was never told about any mandatory education when I joined this company. In spite of the opposition, Faust went on with her explanation.
이곳에선 사람들의 소망력을 추출해낼 수 있는 기술이 사용되고 있어요.
Here, a technology exists to extract wish power from people.
특이점으로 승인되기에는 보편성이 다소 떨어져서 대중적으로 알려지진 않았지만
Though it's not widely known outside the district, since it didn't quite have the generality to be recognized as a singularity.
일종의 운을 사고 파는 거예요. 화폐처럼.
In essence, it's processing luck into a commodity that can be traded, like a form of money.
이 소망력을 무력으로 추출당하지 않기 위해 어느덧 이를 방어하는 보안 기술까지 생겨나고 만 거죠. 그게 지금의 특이점으로 이어진 거고요.
It brought forth the need for a way to stop others from forcibly extracting this wish power, leading to the creation of a security technology that ultimately developed into the singularity we know today.
야, 파우스트. 이놈들한테 눈높이 교육시키느라 고생이 많겠다.
Gee wee, Faust. Must be tiring having to teach these dunces in ways they can get.
염두에 두고 있었던 일이라 괜찮아요.
It's fine. This was within my anticipated scenario.
그 말투 무진장 거슬리는데.
I don't like the way you just said that.
자, 그럼 우린 진열대에 있는 적당한 물건들을 각자 집은 다음에 여길 벗어나자고요.
Come on now, gather the items to help with your disguises so we can leave. Sad flapped the documents full of scheduled plans to emphasize that we'd be busy.
우린 일개 회사원이지 정의를 위해 나서는 히어로가 아니잖아요.
We're salaried workers, not heroes fighting for justice. Wait, not that word. A bad feeling rushing through my head prompted me to count... A bad feeling rushing through my head prompted me to count the sinners I could see. That does not align with a certain someone's belief. Let me take a guess. Don Quixote. And it's one that would severely provoke her principles. Oh. No, just kidding. She's on board. Ishmael seems to have noticed what I meant and hurriedly look around. I knew it. Oh, God. Thou darest try to filth for the valuables of others? This behavior can only be seen as wholeheartedly villainy. Oh no, Don Quixote. Thought it was a moment too late. Don Quixote had already sprinted forward and was swinging her lance at the tin-tanger and gripped the pawnbroker by the collar. God. Wow. Caught completely unaware, the goon was hit right in the head with the blunt side of her lance. Knocked out on the floor in a frisky swing. The fainted goon became the center of attention for all of us inside the pawn shop for a solid minute.
참고로 수감자들을 통제하는 역할은 제게 주어진 업무에 포함되지 않았어요. 이쪽 분의 역할이죠.
For your information, keeping the sinners in check is not part of my job description. That would be the job of this person here. Don't give me that look. There's nothing in my abilities to keep her under control. I couldn't stop myself from defending my position, even when I was aware that my voice wouldn't reach anyone besides the sinners. Oh well. It's not like my defense would have made them look any less baffled towards me if they could hear it. The pawnbroker was the only one chuffed by this turn of events.
아이고, 그놈 꼴 좋네요. 하지만 살짝 더 세게 내리쳤어도 좋았을 법했습니다.
Great work, ma'am. Serves that hooligan right. But I'll say you could have whooped him a tad harder, maybe.
베르길리우스가 악인을 처단하는 건 상관없지만 작전의 인물들까지 끌어들이면 곤란해질 거다. 라고 해서 말이요. 힘 조절을 했다네.
But Julius advised me that while I am free to deliver justice unto villains, I must do so without unduly involving irrelevance in our mission. Thus, I showed moderation. Her proud expression never looked so provoking. So you remembered his words and still leapt forward.
신념을 지켜야 하기에 어쩔 수 없었네. 부디 이해해주게나.
'Twas a necessary action to stay true to my creed. Please understand my virtuous violence.
그런데 이놈 설마 죽은 건 아니겠지요?
Not to kill the mood, but that ruffian isn't actually dead, right?
영감, 방금 전까지는 아쉬워하지 않았어?
I thought you wanted her to get straight to Wallops, old sport.
그건 그렇지만 이러다 유로지비가 나서면 여러모로 복잡해지지 않습니까?
I did, but things would get fairly complicated if the Eurodivi showed up, you know.
유로지비? 걔네가 왜 여기에? 아니, 그보다 걔네 걱정을 왜 하는 거야?
The Eurodivi? What are they doing here? No, forget that. Why are you worrying about them?
아이고, 소식도 듣는구만요. 벌써 몇 개월 전부터 이 근처에서 깽판을 치고 있는데.
Not up to date with the news, are you, ma'am? They've been causing trouble here for months now.
그들도 악당인가?
Are they villains as well?
아유, 저희한테는 악당이죠. 뭐라 그랬더라? 돈을 꽁치고 있는 장사치들을 조져서 힘든 사람에게 나눠야 한댔나? 뭐에 분배라 하던데.
Oh, they're villains to us humble merchants for sure. They were going on about, what was it? Roughing up some greedy peddlers, keeping money to themselves and giving it to those who need it. Distributing something, they said.
부의 재분배.
The redistribution of wealth.
아, 맞아요. 그거. 아유, 우리들이 무슨 돈이 있다고. 심지어 자기들이 와서 그러는 것도 아니에요. 매번 이 지역 깡패들을 시켜서 그러고 다니다니까요.
Ah, yes, that's it. Those scoundrels are robbing us poor saps of what little wealth we have. And they don't even do the dirty work themselves. It's always the local brutes they send. Can you believe it?
하여간 지들이 옳은 일 한답시고 기세등등하게 다녀서 힘들어요. 처음에는 뭘 찾으려고 하는 것 같았는데 이제는 돈이나 뺏고.
Anywho, life has been hard for us because of those self-righteous bunches. Looked like they were here to find something at first, but now all they do is squeeze money out of us.
근데 말이야, 우리 피해야 하지 않을까? 콩콩이 파들이 들이닥칠지도 모르는데.
I just realized, shouldn't we take our leave now? More toughies from the Tintin gang might be coming this way. It seemed like Rhodey had deliberately cut off the pawnbroker in a hurry, but I had little time to think about the implications. The gang member Don Quixote had knocked out soon began to flinch as though to get back up soon.
골치 아프게. 쓸데없이 일만 벌려서는.
Ugh, what a hassle. You're making the problem bigger than it had to be.
봐. 머핀과 소보를 했나? 그 너무 표정국이지 말라고. 널려 있는 게 전당포잖아. 얼마든지 대체를.
Hey, Muffin and Sable, was it? Don't be so tart now. There are plenty of pawn shops around here, right? We can always find a different...
에피랑 소드예요. 사람 이름을 맛있게 만들어주시지는 않았으면 좋겠어요.
It's Effie and Soud. Please don't mistake our names for confections.
그리고 널려있는 게 전당포라는 뜻은 다시 말해
And your statement that there are plenty of pawn shops in the vicinity won't mean much.
이 소동을 눈치챈 모든 전당포가 곧 문을 닫을 거라는 소리랍니다.
When said pawn shops notice the trouble happening here and close. Don Quixote.
바보들한테 일일이 설명하기도 이제 지친다. 얼른 나가자.
I'm getting tired of lecturing these idiots on every little thing. We should just leave. Right as I tried to leave, someone wearing similar thuggish clothes to the ones we just knocked out, with a face that looked just as rough, stormed into the shop.
어이 영감, 우리 막내 보지 못해.
Hey, Kaja, have you seen our little...
비실아, 이게 다 무슨 일이냐?
Wee Slimy. Oh, Wee Slimmy. Just kidding. Wee Slimmy, what's going on here? We did our best to pretend to be innocent customers who just happened to be in the pawn shop at the wrong time. However, in an unfortunate concurrence of events, the goon came back to senses.
어쩔 새끼야, 어서 말해. 내가 아주 사지를 찢어줄란게.
Who did this? Tell me now. That bean is gonna regret the day they grew stems.
저기
Over there.
빨간 시계.
That red time puss. The direction that finger was pointing was simply too unambiguous for me to pretend otherwise. Plus, there's no point denying that I was meant by red time puss, as I'm sure there would be literally no one else matching that description in this entire district.
노파심에 덧붙이지만 저는 전혀 모르는 일입니다. 이제 막 얼음찜질을 해드리려고 수건을 가지고 가려던 참이었습죠.
Just so you know, and don't get the wrong idea, I have nothing to do with these people or what happened here. I was just about to bring a towel to cool this poor fellow's head.
전 윈내가 진짜.
That smarmy gaffer.
기대도 안 했지만 줏대라고는 바람에 흔들리는 갈대만도 못하네요.
I had no expectations for him in the first place, but that man really has a shaky reed for his backbone. Although the pawnbroker switching sides in a heartbeat and the finger-pointing clock slander, over something I wasn't responsible for too, hurt me a little, I was determined to stand firm.
야, 여기 작것들. 스톱. 동작 그만.
Ugh, Friolito's over there, stop. Freezing your tracks. Mostly because it was clear that we had to run now. If I kept letting small things bother me, I would be reduced to a pulp sooner rather than later.
뭘 도망쳐?
Okay, let's calm down,
귀찮은데
Ryoshu.
그냥 다 죽이자.
No need to run, let's just kill them all and be done with it.
왜? 아주 콩콩이 팔을 뿌리째 뽑아내자고 하지?
What's next? You're gonna wipe out the whole syndicate?
그것도 나쁘지 않겠어.
That doesn't sound too bad.
악의 무리는 단숨에 뿌리를 뽑아야 정의가 바로 서는 법.
The forces of evil must be uprooted with haste in order to raise the banner of justice high.
저기 너희 중엔 정신이 똑바로 박혀 있는 직원이 정말 없는 거야?
So is there seriously no one on your team who's in their right mind? Ishmael looked insulted by this remark and seemed to be thinking of a counter-argument, but the Tintan goons arming themselves were a more pressing matter. Let's get out of here first. Okay, well, it was a perfect plan, all according to plan. Okay, we got that. That is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. If you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. I upload daily at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. As always, I hope you'll have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next episode. So long, everybody.